Hello and welcome to Missoula Live. I am your host, Scott Ranf. Joel Baird is on vacation right now, but before we get started, I would like to wish a congratulations to Joel Baird. He was awarded the Cultural Visionary Award from the Missoula Cultural Council. I think that's great. It's great. But more MCAT news. Orientation is this Wednesday. If you want to get involved with MCAT, you get to check out our sweet equipment from latest cameras, latest video cameras. If you want to start a video project, you're welcome to. We're at 500 North Higgins. Our number is 542-MCAT or 542-6228. It'll be great because you guys get a chance to be part of our first Creative Cat Film Contest, which is a chance to win $365. Could we show up that graphic of our Creative Cat Contest? And Josh will just show you Creative Cat Contest, and he'll show you more information about it in a second. But I'll talk a little more about it. The grand prize is $365. You get $365 for coming up with a short Creative Cat film, and you have to submit it to contest@mcat.org. And also, there's another festival that's going on, and it's called the Western Montana High School Film Festival. So any of you that's still in high school or have programming that you have made in high school, so that means that pertains to people who are 19, just got out of high school, can do a movie that they shot a while ago. It is Thursday, May 1st, 2014, 7 p.m. at the Roxy Theater. The submission for the videos are April 12th. There are many different categories. $100 prizes for the following categories: animation, dramatic narrative, comedic narrative, music video, art film, documentary, just a whole bunch of variety of different films that you can do to get involved with it. A lot of great prizes. But orientation is this Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. If you want to get trained, know what it's all about here at MCAT, get to check out equipment, get to use our equipment to make your own movies or videos or documentaries, whatever you have. But for right now, I got a very special guest, a very first-time guest, and she's also a first-time conductor. This is Deb Nelson-Rosbarsky.
Hi, Scott.
How are you doing?
I'm great. How about you?
Oh, I'm okay. But yeah, you're talking about the community concert band, this is their first time conducting. That must be an honor.
It is my first time conducting the Missoula Community Concert Band. We're an all-adult organization, and we meet for 8 weeks with a finale concert on a Monday night. So everything's on Mondays except for one dress rehearsal. And most of us have been in the group for a long time. I, in fact, have been a player since the mid-90s myself, so I feel very honored to have been asked to conduct.
Wow. So what kind of songs are you guys going to be playing at this concert?
Well, traditional band literature, although one of them is a rather contemporary piece by one of our own Missoula composers, Dr. Donald Johnston. It's a piece called Montage, and it's exciting, and it's in the 1970s, 80s sort of style of contemporary music. So it stretches your ears a bit, and it stretches our abilities a bit, which is what I think playing in an organization like the band is all about. But it started to turn out to be a very, very fun piece and very rewarding to work on. We're also doing a traditional old John Philip Sousa march, but
wow,
one that's not as well known, the Jack Tar March. Jack Tar's, of course, being the sailors. He hoped that it would be as famous as his Stars and Stripes Forever, but it didn't work that way. The Navy didn't take it the way the Army went to the Stars and Stripes. But it even has the sailor's hornpipe, so a little bit of that kind of Popeye theme in the middle, so it's fun. And we'll have an actual retired bosun's mate play the bosun whistle for us. And so that's that little twee that they use to say they're coming on board and
wow,
give orders on board ship back in the day.
So besides being a conductor for this, you've also played with the community band for how many years?
Oh gosh, I believe I was thinking about this when you mentioned that this was an opportunity for me to come and speak. I think I started in 1997. It may have been in '96. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I started playing clarinet, and then for a short while I played euphonium. That's my secondary instrument. But I've kind of migrated over to the saxophone section and been there most of the time since.
What do you think the community, the Missoula Community Concert Band brings to the community?
Oh, well, in the summer we have the city band, and the city band is, we get to play a lot of music, but it's not the dig in and really have to work at it music. This is music that those of us who played in colleges especially, we're familiar with because we remember having to work at the music and just, oh yeah, that's the hard part, okay, this is something I have to do at home. And city band, we do a rehearsal on Mondays and we do a concert on Wednesdays. There's not a lot of digging in time. This is a dig in and really get, I don't want to say get your hands dirty, but you just have to jump into that.
Yeah, is there a lot of sight reading involved?
Not really. The first week I had the entire band read the whole thing the first week, and that helped me decide if the pieces I'd selected really matched the personnel we had. And after that, I tell them what we're going to be practicing, and you just go right in. Wish there was more time for sight reading.
Right. So tell me, like, where is this event happening?
Well, the event is at MCT Theater. It's March 31st. The concert starts at 7:30. The doors will open shortly after 7, and it's free to the public. That's what's even better. You know, I think we always take those lovely food donations at the door. I think that's kind of a Missoula thing.
Yeah, suggested donations.
Suggested donation, yeah.
Great.
You know, I think that's just so cool about Missoula. And then afterwards we have a little reception and cookies and punch and I think they even have some coffee. A little late, but
yeah.
Some coffee. And at that point, I must confess we do put out a rather large tuba case. And if you feel the need to put in a monetary donation, we don't say no.
Yeah, and tuba case is plenty big for
yeah.
all sorts of stuff.
Exactly.
So, besides the music and the conducting, what is your favorite part about conducting the band?
Oh, my favorite part? Probably hearing someone express your ideas. You know, every conductor takes the same piece of music, but we do a little changes, and then hearing that little thing about it that says, that's me. That's amazing. But just hearing the band play something, we're doing the On a Hymn Song of Philip Bliss, which is one of the most glorious pieces of music there is, and knowing that the band is relating to it on the same level I am, I think that's it right there.
Wow. Is there anything else you'd like to say about the Missoula Community Concert Band?
I can't think of a thing except please come. I'd like to have standing room only.
Yeah, that sounds great. Well, you heard it from Deb Nelson-Rosbarsky, the conductor of this session's Missoula Community Concert Band, and they'll be playing at MCT, just off of Broadway, at 7:30 p.m. Up next, we have Kathleen Kennedy from Big Sky High School, and she's going to be talking about a little science. So we'll be right back right after these.
Come on, guys. Rolling? Good. When hiking in bear country like this, it's important to remember your essentials, like bear spray and knowing how to use it. Liam, where's my bear spray?
I put it in the bottom of your pack.
I didn't mean... How am I supposed to get it quickly?
When adventuring in bear country, remember, bring bear spray and know how to use it. Hike in groups, make noise, and don't run. Be bear aware.
Hello and welcome to MCAT. MCAT stands for Missoula Community Access Television. We are a nonprofit group that helps the community get into broadcasting and communication. How? I'm not sure. If it's too formal, I mean, people are just gonna be like, oh, that's boring. And then if it's too like, oh yeah, we don't give a crap, la-di-da. Are you filming this? Oops. How? We train anybody who comes through our doors how to shoot, edit, and produce videos. Whether you like to be in front of the camera or behind, we provide the equipment you need to get started, so come on down.
Montana law enforcement urges you to think beyond the DUI arrest.
Statistically, alcohol-related crashes are more serious and deadly than others. Alcohol is a factor in more than 40% of fatal crashes.
When you go out, please drink responsibly. Arrange for a ride home, get a taxi, call a friend, or Home Safe Missoula.
Remember, your best defense against an impaired driver is your seatbelt.
Going out tonight? We are. Never ever drink and drive. This message is brought to you by Missoula County DUI Task Force and Montana Law Enforcement.
Well, welcome back, and with me I got 3 guests representing Big Sky High School, and they're talking about, I'll let you guys say it.
What is it? We're talking about the Big Sky Science Circus, and it's a student-run science fair, and there's over 80 experiments for us to do, and it's on March 21st through the 22nd. And so we're going to do a couple of experiments for you guys today, showing some of the things that will be there. So,
and it's like a lot of hands-on and like fun activities for kids. Yeah, it's a good learning experience.
When is this happening?
The 21st and the 22nd. It's a Friday and Saturday, and it's on Friday it's from 6 to 8, and on Saturday it's from 10 to 2.
So what we have here is called milk of magnesia, otherwise known as MOM. So you put this universal indicator, which detects basics and acids, and
hey Josh, let's get a close-up of this.
So you do that until it turns a green, mix it in.
Notice we're considering safety first, so we have our gloves and our
I
safety
guess I am not
goggles.
really considering safety. So
we promise not to splash you.
Okay.
And the milk of magnesia is antacid, which turns an acid into a basic or a neutral. You just mix that into.
We have some more if we need it.
Until it turns to like this milky color. More.
I think you can add a little more.
Huh. I'm very intrigued to see what happens.
Great.
Do you guys do the gummy bears?
Yeah, the exploding.
Yeah, the exploding gummy bears. That's one of my favorite ones. I went to Big Sky High School, and I was part of the science fair many years ago. It was back 2006 or 2007.
I think that was the first or second year that we did it. We actually have borrowed this idea from Helena High School, and one of our awesome science teachers at Big Sky, Brandon Hansel, actually went to school in Helena, and so he thought it would be fun to bring the same event here, and we've been doing it ever since. All right, so we want to think about what we're adding. What are we going to add?
Hydrochloric acid. And it's not moving right now.
Can you turn it up? Safety first.
All right.
It's always a delicate balance of having enough ice to keep it cold enough to see the reaction, and enough. Ooh.
Wow.
All right, so that color shift indicates what, Brock?
It indicates an acid turning into a basic.
Wow.
So we're going to see it cycle through as the milk of magnesia neutralizes that acid. Did you participate in an experiment?
Yes, my experiment was, I think it was sulfur and light. So we were in the
wrestling room?
The wrestling room where it was really dark, and we'd flash a light of on a sulfur mat, and then you could make shadow in lines of yourself, or you can write with your light pen or something like that.
We'll have the dark room again this year. It depends on what kids have proposed as far as their experiments go. But another big hit that we're going to have this year is the blue whale. So if people want to walk through a whale, an actual size blue whale.
And chocolate covered crickets that kids could eat.
And
it's always
calamari.
a hit. Always a hit.
Calamari and everything. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
This is becoming quite the black tie event.
Oh, yeah. And all of the profits go to fund things like scholarships and opportunities for students What's so great about it is that, just like you experienced, it is put on by students. These guys have organized it all. I'm just the person that gets blamed if something blows up.
Wow. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
Yeah.
Well,
We also have one more sign for you guys.
little message. And parents, you can ask your kids if they've gotten a coloring sheet. This is how we advertise when these guys go out into the school to let people know this event's coming up.
Let's see. Oh, so what's going to happen here?
Well,
So, the invisible ink we put on this sheet of paper is phenolphthalein, and when it reacts to sodium hydroxide, it creates a reaction from like the basic. The sodium hydroxide is a basic, and the phenolphthalein is basically an indicator, and it shows up.
ready?
Yep.
Try not to get your couch. Uh-oh. And I think somebody's gonna be doing messages for students or kids to write in invisible ink, so they can have fun with this one too. Ah!
It's all drippy.
We kind of made a mess, so maybe we'll spare you. So Big Sky Science Circus, we hope to see you there.
Hope to see you there. It's going to be on Friday and Saturday of the 21st and the 22nd. So if you guys want to learn some science and see some cool stuff, just head on down there Friday afternoon and pretty much all day Saturday.
Yep.
All right, we'll be back and clean up this right after this.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Let's say you were watching one of MCAT's programs not too long ago. If you or anyone you know wants a copy of our wonderful programming, call us at 542-6228 or email us at mcat.org. Ask for a dub request and tell us what you want. We'll get it to you. Walk-ins welcome. Just go to 500 North Higgins, Suite 105, just off Spruce.
Interested in pursuing a job in television and need experience, or are you interested in picking up a new skill? Missoula Community Access Television is a place for you. MCAT can get you trained and ready so you can hit the ground running in television. Call us at 542-6228 or email us at mcat.org.
Welcome back. I got 4 lovely ladies here talking about the Transportation Best Practice Award, and to my left is Alexandra Stokman. right?
Yes.
Yeah, and she has plenty to say about what's going on with these awards.
I do. So the Transportation Best Practice Awards are an award program sponsored by Missoula in Motion, and these awards recognize businesses and community members that promote sustainable transportation. The reason we do these is to encourage people to bike, walk, bus, carpool, telework, and these ladies that are with me today are representing businesses that have won this award in the past and can tell about this program. Missoula in Motion is accepting applications for the Best Practice Awards and also Commuter of the Year Award. So I have with me Shannon Dickerson from REI, Erin Nizzo from API, and Jessica Berzins from Homeward.
Wow. So how long has this been going on for?
We've had these awards going on for at least 15 years now. We've changed up the process, and so that businesses can earn recognition. So there's bronze, silver, gold, and platinum level of awards that they can earn, and that's why it's an application process. So we're accepting applications through April 4th, and the process is a questionnaire to tell us about your sustainable commuting programs and how you encourage your employees to do that. And then those applications are evaluated by a panel of judges, and the businesses are then presented with these levels of achievement.
Oh, so where are these awards being given? Is there an award show and everything?
We do have an awards luncheon that'll be the first part of May. It's a luncheon that brings together all the businesses, all the applicants and nominees, as well as our local and community business members. And then we do an awards luncheon, as well as we have a keynote speaker to talk about some sustainable transportation programs in and throughout the country or the state.
Wow. I have a question for each of these business owners, representations of their business. Sorry. So, how has this affected your guys' business? How has these awards affected your guys' business in either directly or indirectly?
Yeah, well, sustainable commuting has always been a huge part of REI's culture, and a few things with the award we've been able to provide better awards and prizes, swag for our employees as they commute in our bi-monthly drawings. And we have indoor bike parking, we have a shower facility, and commuter lockers that are designed specifically for our commuters. And then we record everybody's commutes, and then they can cash those in for things such as gift cards to local businesses, and also free bike tunes, and then also a full paid day off, which is great to be able to go out and enjoy a day outdoors and know you're getting paid for it.
Nice.
So.
For us at Ecology Project International, we are located in the Swift Center, and we were able to purchase bike racks and a bike cart. So, and that's provided for all the tenants in the Swift building, not just at EPI. So that's been really useful for everyone in the building to be able to take advantage of that. And we have male and female bikes. So,
nice.
If one's out, then you can always take the other one. So.
And you used your prize money to put in those bike racks.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that this program offers is a cash award to our businesses that achieve those levels. So the bronze level winners get $300 to encourage and continue to build their programs. The silver level, which is REI, gets a lesser amount because they already have achieved a higher status, and then it goes in a reverse order. So the more help you need to achieve a higher status, the more money you get. Mm-hmm. So at the bottom you get more money, and at the top you get less money, but you get more recognition. So nice. It's an innovative program. And then at Homeward?
So at Homeward we have a similar incentive program for our 14 employees in our offices here in Missoula on Russell and Broadway, and then we also offer up bus passes not only to our employees but to the residents of our over 100 households here at our properties in Missoula that have affordable housing. And so it's been great to have that program and the support from it. And actually in the last fiscal year we saw that we had almost 7,500 uses of those bus passes, which is over 623 a month. So there's definitely been an impact from it, which we greatly appreciate. And I think that shows that we, no matter the business or organization size, have something that we can do in support of sustainable commuting, and we appreciate that program in order to do that.
Wow, this sounds like a great opportunity for a lot of businesses to get out and get involved with this program. Tell me about the submission. Where can people go to submit their
applications?
Yes.
So the applications can be found online at MissoulaInMotion.com/on_the_job.
Is there a link on the website?
It
in
is.
General?
You go to on the job, there's a link on the homepage, and then under on the job, it's under best practices. So there's application links, there are PDF links that you can fill out and submit via fax or online, as well as giving our office a call. And that phone number is 552-6675, and we can certainly send over an application. We are also looking for Commuters of the Year, which is an individual award, so it's not just for businesses, but it's recognizing individuals that go above and beyond, and they receive a prize as well. We give them an iPad mini to help with their sustainable commuting, whether it's keeping them on schedule or keeping them connected when they're away from the office. So we are looking for a male and female Commuter of the Year and would appreciate nominations and applications for that as well.
Oh, well, this sounds like sounds awesome. You know, get a chance to win money, get represent your employer as it's definitely a great opportunity. Is there anything else you'd like to say more on this?
Well, I think that one of the things that we represent here is businesses of different sectors, I guess. We have housing, we have adventure, and we have retail. And so it can be any business of any size that can be nominated for this. We look at all the applications and score them accordingly. And we're looking for applications from the community. So if you represent a business or an organization, please feel free to submit an application.
All right. Well, thanks for joining me. You know, you hear what they said. You know, you get a chance to win award, cash prizes, get props for alternative transportation. Just go on the website, Missoula in Motion. Sorry, I'm stumbling over my words. But yeah, well, we'll be right back. We have our next guest, which is Steve Hesla, and he'll be talking about a music recital, Bennifit recital.
This is Jacob. He makes cereal for his little brother every morning. He also washes the car, but probably should have rolled the windows up. This is Jacob's dad. He left for Afghanistan almost a year ago. Behind every serviceman and woman, there is a family that serves as well. Now it's our turn. Thanks for holding down the fort, Jacob.
Let's all join forces and show our thanks.
Got questions? Have you ever wondered where you can find out about resources that connect people with important community services and a broad range of information? In Montana, we want you to have the tools you need to feel safe and supported. 211 is a free, easy-to-remember phone number and website that will help you and your family get the answers you're looking for. Dial 211 or visit montana211.org to access the information you need. Get connected. Get answers.
Oh, welcome back. With me, I have Steve Hesla, who is a music teacher through the University of Montana Piano Studies.
Yes, that's...
Yes.
That's it.
So we're here talking about a concert. Would you like to give us your pitch for your concert that's coming up?
Well, actually, this one, and I wear different hats in town, and this hat that I'm wearing today is for the Missoula Music Teachers Association. So Debra Dewey is our guest artist, pianist, and adjudicator for the Missoula Music Teachers Spring Festival, where kids from kindergarten through high school and even some college-age kids are performing not only piano, but for other adjudicators, violin, voice, different things. And it's a weekend event coming up this weekend.
Wow.
Yeah.
And who is Debra Dewey?
Debra Dewey, well, I feel privileged to say I've known her since I moved to Montana, which is now more than 30 years ago. She's a great pianist who is born, raised in Spokane, Washington, but now lives in Seattle, Washington, teaches piano, performs actually all over the world, China, Ireland, England, Mexico, and a lot in the US, and she's just a great pianist and a great friend, and great with kids. She'll just give kids a great time when they perform for her.
Yeah, we also have a poster we can just, Joshua will show up to us, but what kind of music can we expect to hear from this concert?
She's a classical pianist, but she's doing some very interesting works because she's friends with composers from the Northwest. Maybe you've heard of Phil Auberg up in the Chester area. Phil Auberg is just he's actually a Grammy Award nominee for his great work with piano compositions and performing, and so he wrote a piece that she's performing. And Greg Presley's a great teacher and friend and composer in Spokane who wrote another piece. I don't know if they wrote them exactly for her, but she's performing those in addition to Scarlatti and the Beethoven, the usual masters. Should be a really eclectic program.
That sounds great. And it's going to be at the University of Montana Recital Hall.
That's our claim. That's my other hat. I'm helping make sure that our piano, our great new Steinway's ready for Debbie to play on Friday night. And she is giving this program to help raise money for scholarships for sending kids to music camps and to university, actually. So it's a great cause and great music. Yeah. One thing special is that we have 100 free tickets to the first 100 callers, and I think if that goes up online, I can tell the phone number, but it should show if they look carefully at the poster, if Josh can project that onto the screen. If they call 543-7819, and these are for kids kindergarten through 12th grade, especially interested in music, but any kid who's interested, as long as an adult, a parent, a grandparent, buys an adult ticket or a senior ticket for the kids to be accompanied by adults for the show. So 100 callers, free tickets.
Well, this sounds like a great event and great benefit. Love those benefit concerts for sure.
It really, and that's one of the reasons Debbie loves doing this, is that she's given benefit concerts in Mexico and benefit concerts in England. Why not? I mean, there's so many great things to help. So we love her and she loves us. So we'll have it Friday night.
All right. So you heard it from Steven. Oh, thanks for joining me.
Sure.
Telling us about your event. Debra Dewey is putting on a recital for a benefit recital this Friday at 7:30 p.m. at the recital hall. So head on down. It should be a great, fun concert. Thanks for joining me.
Yes.
And
can I say tickets, or does it say on the poster tickets at Warden's, tickets at Morgan Rock Music, tickets at the door?
Rock and Rudy's have tickets too.
Yeah, Rock and Rudy's. They're available.
Yep, and I see Taoloch wandering back there, so when we come back, we'll have Taoloch talking about St. Paddy's Day, which is next Monday. Should be great fun.
Thanks.
Hi friends, Max Baucus here. We Montanans are outdoor people. As we enjoy our state's scenic beauty this summer, remember that there's a high danger of wildfires. Many existing fires have been caused by human carelessness. These could have been prevented by a little precaution on our parts. I encourage everyone to take responsibility by observing fire restrictions. You can find fire restriction information at firerestrictions.us/MT or by visiting your local land management office.
Here's your bear spray, babe.
I don't need it. I can outrun them. Look, I ran track in high school.
No, you can't. You're not supposed to run from bears. And you did the shot put.
Okay, I'll spray down.
What? No, don't spray it!
Ah! My face is burning! My face is burning now!
When hunting in bear country, understand it puts you at risk. Be smart, be safe, be bear aware.
And we're back. Today we have Taoloch O'Riordan.
O'Riordan, yeah. O'Riordan in English, yeah.
And he's he's the director of Irish Studies, and he's going to be talking about dinner this Saturday, the 15th.
That's correct. Actually, when I talk about a lot of stuff, it's St. Paddy's Day, so we're talking about, and that's kind of like the Irish Thanksgiving, a real celebration of Irish culture and festivities and our heritage, history, and it's so much a part of the history and heritage of Montana as well. So this year we kind of expanded things. We had yesterday a soda bread competition of all things, and we had a celebration of the culture, and we had musicians and dancers and singers from the community, from the university, you know, hitting all the high notes over in St. Anthony's. Now this Thursday, we're also going to have an Irish Film Festival down at the Roxy.
What kind of films are you going to be showing? I'm really interested in seeing Irish films.
Well, we're going to show that old Irish-American favourite, The Quiet Man. That's going to be shown, and we have a political drama, Some Mother Son, which deals with the hunger strikes in Northern Ireland.
Ah.
Yeah, it's probably one of the finest exposés of the in film of the hunger strikes. Very balanced because it shows both sides and the trauma that surrounded that whole issue. And we also have some comedy, so people can go and laugh. It's not all black, you know. We have Waking Night Divine, which was a very humorous story. And then we have something that should be of interest to Irish Americans. It's called In the Name of the Father, and it tells the story of an Irish American kid who goes back to Ireland to learn the language of his ancestors and the pain, the suffering and the grief he inflicts on everybody back there in the process, you know. So you get an understanding of what I go through up here at the University of Montana every year, like death by 1,000 cuts. It's hilariously funny. But the big event then, of course, on Saturday, it's the parade and celebration and the fundraising auction and dinner for the Friends of Irish Studies.
St. Patrick's Day dinner and auction, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at Doubletree Edgewater Hotel in Missoula.
Correct. And what's particularly interesting about that event this year is that we have Irish artists or artists in the community that have actually painted their impressions, their experiences, their kind of sense of Irishness, and these paintings are going to be as a part of the auction. And it'd be well worth coming down and looking at what Ireland means to the Irish American community, because it's going to be depicted in art form for you. And which is something that we've been talked about for a long time, because as you know, Ireland and the Irish have been well represented by writers, but not so much by painters. So this is a new departure. The event begins at 6 o'clock with drinks. You have a silent auction, a live auction. Dinner's at 7, and it'll be a great evening. Lashings of corned beef and cabbage, good company, conviviality, hopefully not excess of it. Storytelling, yarns, and a great place to meet the Irish community, a lot of whom you know, and it'll be a wonderful evening. But also that day we have the parade leaving at noon. And I want to mention too our honorees this year. We have the Grand Marshal is Mike Burke. He suffered a pretty severe accident there before Christmas, but the kind of spirit and the courage and the fortitude he has shown in recovering is a lesson to us all. And he's also a great student a great lover of his heritage and culture, and he studied Irish language, literature and history. So he's the Grand Marshal. And then our Irish Man and Woman of the Year are Judge Jeremiah Lynch and his wife Terry, two very staunch Irish family. And Judge Lynch has been part of the Irish and Language Law Exchange Program that brings so many Irish kids over here. So while these Irish kids are wandering around the place, Jerry and Terry Lynch have very much been part of making all that happen, so we want to recognise that as well. And then, before I go, St. Patrick's Day, if you want some more corned beef and cabbage, music, song and dance, go over to St. Anthony's Parish Centre. They're having an event as well. So it's going on basically for over a week.
Yeah, it's also mentioned on the your website, and that's Irish Week. Are you part of that?
Yeah, it's a part. It's Irish Week is how we're referring to it now. Like we're going from St. Paddy's Day to Irish Week. By the time we're done, it'll be Irish. Not by the time we're done, but in the next couple of years, it'll be Irish Month, and hopefully we can turn it into Irish Year. You know, Irish Decade, Irish Century. You know, sky's the limit, Scott.
Well, one thing's for sure is that MCAT will always be green.
Well, that's the way we wouldn't have it any other colour.
Yeah.
You know. Well, thank you so much for having us in here,
Well,
Scott.
just one more time with another pitch. The dinner auction, St. Paddy's Day dinner auction this Saturday at 6:30 p.m. at the Doubletree Hotel. Show up, do a live auction, or if you're not, you can do a silent auction as well.
There's a silent auction, live auction. And the other thing I ask people to do, I mean, the Irish Studies program is very much rooted in the community, and kind of it's the lifeblood of it all. I mean, some of the great things we've achieved in conjunction with the community, and getting the community involved is really something that we are committed to doing. And one way of doing it is actually by joining the Friends of Irish Studies. You know, some of the great ideas. I mean, that exchange program I mentioned came out of the federal courthouse, Judge Malloy and Judge Lynch, and it's one of the most sought after internships back at University College Cork, and it was considered such an innovative and creative exchange program that Judge Malloy himself was brought back to Ireland last summer and was given an honorary doctorate by University College Cork for initiating this thing with Judge Lynch and all those in the federal court, and also the state court. We have Judge McLean who was involved in it as well. So these are all Irish Americans who contribute these great ideas and put them into action, and we all benefit from them. So the community is a great source of kind of creative energy for us, and we want to get more and more of the community involved in the Irish Studies program. Once they're involved and once their numbers increase, the program will grow as well. It's a great model of success between the university community and the community here in Montana. Wonderful. So come on down, join us in the Doubletree Hotel next Saturday, March 15th, 6 bells. We'll be there. Come on in and get to have a couple of drinks, have plenty of corned beef and cabbage, enjoy the music, the dancing, the singing, and all the festivities. You've been great company.
Well, thanks for joining me.
Scott, thanks for having me in. It's always a pleasure.
It's always a pleasure. Come down anytime.
Thank you. All the greetings and the blessings of St. Patrick's Day to you and all our listeners.
All right. Have a good St. Patrick's Day, and you at home should have a great St. Patrick's Day too if you go to this event and many other events during Irish Week. We'll be right back after a few PSAs from Josh.
Flagships helped me because the coordinators, I've been able to talk to them and they've helped me and get through the hard times, and I've learned a lot of new experiences that I would have never done.
If I wasn't participating in Flagship, I would be playing video games at home.
Definitely it's helped me with, my comfort level. Also, I got better grades.
They helped me on a study skill, different tips.
The Flagship program, because after school shouldn't be an afterthought.
Hi, my name is Sam Schultz. I'm a professional cyclist, I'm a national champion, and I'm a 2012 U.S. Olympian. But more than that, I'm a native Montanan, and I'm proud of the work being done here at home by the Montana Food Bank Network. For over 30 years, MFBN has worked with charities across the state to distribute food items to the 1 in 7 Montanans struggling with hunger, including nearly 46,000 children. To learn how you can help, please visit mfbn.org, because together there's no limit to what we can accomplish.
Okay, so we drowned the fire, stirred it, drowned it again, and now just feel if it's cold.
Yeah.
Cool.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
I know. I already posted it.
Well, welcome back to Missoula Live. I am Scott Ranf, and with me today is Colleen Kernan with Meals on Wheels through the Missoula Agent Service, and she has March for Meals to talk about today. Please, tell me more about March on Wheels and have me less talking.
Okay. March for Meals is the annual national fundraising push donation drive for Meals on Wheels. And so throughout this whole entire month, we will be collecting donations for meals for our Missoula County residents, who are, all of our Meals on Wheels clients are homebound, whether they are seniors or part of our disabled population. The homebound status is the connection there. So, and let's see. If people want to make donations to the program, you can always go to our website, MissoulaAgingServices.org. There are forms right there you can download. People can always come in to Missoula Aging Services at 337 Stevens and make a donation that way. And that's probably the easiest way, is online or just to come on in.
What is the main focus in March for Meals?
It's a commitment to ending senior hunger in our country and in our community. And our community, as you know, is just phenomenal in supporting all of the community, especially our seniors. We will be having an event on March 20th. It's called the Day of Community Champions. It used to be called Mayors for Meals, and our mayor has participated for many years in this, and as well as other elected officials. And essentially what happens is they come on down to our dispatch, our Meals on Wheels dispatch, and they go with our volunteer drivers and deliver the food. And I try to coordinate so that they're serving their constituents. So I try to coordinate that out. So
that sounds fun.
It is.
And March 20th, what you told me about the champs. What is that called?
That is it. That's the community champions that used to be called Mayors for Meals. So
community champions.
And all across the country, different Meals on Wheels programs work with their elected officials to get the meals out and raise awareness about how it is. It's a very great need. And we need to keep on helping people stay in their homes longer, which the Meals on Wheels enables them to do so.
Wow, that sounds like a great program.
It is. And our volunteers are really great. You having been a Meals on Wheels driver yourself?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I have. I'm trying to figure out my schedule so I can get right back on it too.
Great. Well, and as you know, we're always looking for more drivers, but if it works out that one day a month is all that works, that's fine. I can fit people into our schedule. Some of our drivers do just drive once a month. Others drive a couple times a month. We have substitute drivers, and we could not get the meals out to everybody without our incredible volunteer base. They're awesome. I love that I get to work with them each every day.
And it was a great opportunity when I was doing it, and I'm looking forward to doing it again real soon.
Good.
Just driving around, get to meet people, basically get out in the community and feed those who need it.
Yep. As well as, you know, our drivers also provide an essential daily check-in. The majority of these folks who are receiving meals, as we were talking about, are homebound. And so for a lot of people, when their Meals on Wheels driver gets there with their food, it's their only social interaction for the day. And that is equally as important, in my opinion. So it's a great thing.
All right, so one final pitch, and then we'll go over to the next people.
Yep.
So March for Meals.
March for Meals, and I invite everybody to make the pledge to end senior hunger and make a donation. Our number at Missoula Aging is 728-7682. But again, the website, MissoulaAgingServices.org, is the best way to participate.
Well, thank you very much for joining me.
You bet. It's good to see you.
I can't wait to get involved again when I figure out my schedule, because everything's just all wonky right now, especially with the morning show. But less about me, more about March
March for Meals. Yes.
And get involved with Meals on Wheels or with Missoula Aging Service in general, whether you want to get meals from Meals on Wheels or you want to receive it as well. It's all a perfect exchange of community that it's great for just everyone.
Yep, it's a great circle.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll be right back. I believe we're having the Hellgate Roller Girls talking about Sip It, a black eye affair. And I'll be talking to them so they can explain a little more about that right after this.
Great. Thanks again, Scott.
In Mr. Adams' class, we learned about chemical reactions and even made a working volcano. Danny was my partner, and ours was the biggest. I am definitely going to be a scientist when I grow up. I'm going to do experiments, use microscopes, and change the world with the things I learn.
Oh, hello. I'm Joel Bid, the General Manager of Missoula Community Access Television, and I wanted to tell you that we want to start making a new program here at MCAT called Missoula Plays Piano. We just bought this pretty nice piano. It's a Clavinova by Yamaha, and it has 4 piano voices on it. It also has an electric piano sound, a different one, and it has some organs. And it also has a jazz thing. So, if you would like to play this piano, all you have to do is call us and let us know when you want to play the piano, and we'll have someone record you playing the piano for up to an hour. As an addition, we've got a green screen, so that if you want a custom background, let's say you want to be in a jazz club, or you don't like that so much, you want to play the organ part, and you want to be in a nice church. That should work out, I don't know. But you could also use that feature of Missoula Plays Piano. Now, we're looking for people of any quality level skill at all, really. We're hoping you won't be shy. So a condition of coming here, playing your piano, and being able to leave with your own DVD disc with the special green screen background would be that you allow us to take some of the numbers and share it with the rest of the Missoula community. And you're not just limited to playing our piano or organ or what have you. You could also come here with a friend who plays the flute or the guitar or the cello or whatnot. So, in any event, if you would like to participate in the Missoula Plays Piano program, call us at MCAT. The number is 542-6228, or give us an email.
And I'm here with Pixie and Boo. They are Hellgate Roller Girls, and they're talking about Sip It, a Black Eye Affair.
Yes, Sip It, a Black Eye Affair. It is Saturday, March 22nd from 6:30 to 10. It is a silent auction. It will feature the swing band, River City Swing Band, and
there'll be dinner, drinks, silent auction, Chinese raffle.
Lots and lots of fun stuff. We'll all be interacting with everybody who shows up. It's at the Garden City Funeral Home.
I wanted to ask you about that. What came up with the idea for the Garden City Funeral Home?
One of our roller girls, rigger mistress, is she's a mortician, and she spoke with the folks who run the Garden City Harvest Mortuary, and they graciously offered their space to us to use. They have sort of a brand new space in their building, and so they offered it to us to use for our fundraiser.
Well, what do you hope to do? How much money do you hope to raise with your fundraiser?
As much as possible.
As much as possible.
Yes. It's to keep us going, pay for our warehouse space, and keep the league going so we can hopefully get some new people in and
continue to hold our events, our games, our bouts at the
fairgrounds.
At the fairgrounds.
Yeah, I mean, like, when I first heard about roller derby, it's like, roller derby, huh? And it was like this, like, 4 or 5 years ago, and then you guys are just, just in talking, and then eventually you started to get the ball rolling, and it really just exploded and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be at the warehouse on Toole Street, but now you use that as a training ground and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I've seen you guys in the Adams Center.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, huge event, lots of people.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. We started playing at the warehouse at 812 Toole Avenue, and we still use that space for practice for both the adults and the juniors. And then we did host some games at that Adams Center as well, and now we're hosting our games at the Missoula County Fairgrounds in sort of that outdoor covered ice rink area where they melt the ice. And so we host our games there May through October.
Wow.
Yeah.
So tell me a little more about the Sip It, the Black Eye Affair. What can people expect to see once they walk in through those doors at the Garden City Funeral Home?
Oh, there's going to be it's going to be decorated beautifully. Their girls are working around the clock really to get everything ready for this event. It's really a big process. Girls are hand making all the direct decorations and putting in a lot of time and effort with each other. There's going to be lots of food. The family food truck is who's catering everything. We have some other chefs that are coming in and helping. We have lots of volunteers. Could probably use more volunteers for other things.
We also have had a wonderful assortment of Missoula businesses donating items to us for our silent auction. So we're super thankful for those businesses that are donating auction items to us so that we can raise money for our program.
So tell me about more about your guys' roller derby bouts and all that stuff. Tell me, like, what does it take to be a roller girl?
Lots of practice. Yes. Lots of hard work, lots of determination, and lots of team work and team support. Really, that's a lot of it.
Yeah. We, as a member of our league, you're required to pay dues and to meet a monthly minimum of practices. It usually takes a girl anywhere minimum 3 months upwards to actually test onto a team and to be able to actually participate in bouts. We also, all of our members are asked to be a part of a committee, so we have several different committees. Our events committee is the one that's heading up, coordinating all of the things having to do with this particular auction, but we also have, for instance, a training committee that deals with all of our practice schedules and coaching schedules and stuff like that. So yeah, it's definitely, it does take a lot of hard work, perseverance, but there's a lot of friendships, camaraderie, and amazing things that come with being part of a team sport and being a part of a team sport that is for the skater, by the skater. Yeah.
Wow.
I always say it's the best thing I've ever done for myself personally, and going in and meeting all these girls has changed my whole entire life and my perspective on everything. It's wonderful.
It does change your life, for sure.
It does.
So, where can people go to find out more information about your guys' event and Hellgate Roller Girls in general?
They can go to our website at hellgaterollergirls.com. They can go to our Facebook page. All of our events, all of our bout schedules, all of our information, our address at Toole Avenue, any information, even if you want to become a roller girl, there's information on there. You can click on the link and it'll show you where to go, what you need, how old you have to be, everything.
Well, one final pitch. Let's talk a little more about Sip It. When is it? Where is it?
Sip It, Black Eye Affair, Saturday, March 22nd at the Garden City Funeral Home from 6:30 to 10.
Yeah, you can buy tickets from your local roller girl, or you can go onto our website at hellgaterollergirls.com to purchase tickets.
Well, is there anything else you'd like to say?
Yes, one thing I would like to say. We are always accepting new members. We also are accepting new referees or non-skating officials. That is something that is really important to keep our league running. And we're currently actually looking for a new head coach to be a part of our coaching team. So we can be contacted through hellgaterollergirls.com if any of those volunteer opportunities interest you.
Wow. Well, thank you very much for joining me today.
Thank you.
That's about it for our show. We're running out of time, and if you or anyone you know would be interested in going to this, it is at Garden City Funeral Home. It's quite a mouthful too, just saying it. But yeah, get involved. They're doing it's a benefit for their sorry,
program.
Someone talking in my ear, but still. It's a benefit for Hellgate Roller Girls. Sip It, a Black Eye Affair. For more information, go to hellgaterollergirls.com or Google them, whatever. But thanks for joining me. This has been Missoula Live. I'm your temporary host, Scott Ranf.